All I'm showing you here is not stuff that I show people. It's actually stuff I do when I need to be right. Sometimes, and whenever I'm sloppy, I'll make a mistake. So everything I'm doing, I'm actually showing you how to do the right way. I'm going to do 3.2 number 2. It's similar to number 1. Actually, it's a little bit harder. So they ask you to do this problem in 2 ways. One is that you're going to multiply this out and then you by FOIL and then use the power rule. The other is that you're going to consider this as a product. So this is your first and this is your second function, and you're going to apply the product rule. Number 2 is very similar. I could clean this up, do some algebra and use power, or I could use it, use the quotient rule. It's going to be ugly. It's going to be a bloodbath with the quotient rule. So the first thing is I take this square root of x and apply the fractional rule from the laws of exponents and change it to x to the 1/2. And then I also, the first thing I did is I split this up, broke it up as backward common denominator, just like I did the previous problem. So if I combine all this, I'd be back to the previous step. So I change that to x to the 1/2. Then I apply the laws of exponents. I lost my minus sign here. We can just copy and paste it, right? So let's copy and paste it, bring it down here. So there's my minus sign. And then I now have a law of exponents. I'm applying the 5th law that says subtract the exponents. So in this case, for example, m was 4, n was 2. And then I have a common denominator here, 1/2 minus 4/2 in the fractional powers. I'm very careful about these things. I get minus 3/2. I clean up because I have an x to the 1 power, which is just x. And this is what my end product looks like. It seems like I'm done, but I'm not. I still haven't taken the derivative. Y prime is 2x. That's the power rule applied to this first term. Minus 5. X to the 0, but that's really just minus 5. And then minus 3/2 comes out to the front, and I knock the minus 3/2 down by 1. Now when I have 3/2 minus 2/2, that's really x to the 1/2. Super careful about my fractions and my minus signs, and also labeling. This is y prime. So I label it. So I know I'm not done here because this is y. It's not y prime, and they asked me to find y prime. So labeling, being careful like this is super, super important if you want to be right.